Hello and welcome to the stream Parson plays Heroes of Might and Magic 2. And this is the new Throwback Thursday series that I will be doing on this channel. It's been a long time since I've done Throwback Thursdays. I think it was still back in 2020 when I did it, but between playing Fire Emblem Three Houses and Bravely Default, I just didn't find the time, take that with a grain of salt, to do a Throwback Thursday. But, you know, it's April now, and I wanted to do another Throwback Thursday series, and Heroes of Might and Magic 2 is the game I have chosen for Throwback Thursdays. So Heroes of Might and Magic 2. It's a turn-based strategy game that came out in 1996. For reference, what else came out in 1996? There was, 1996 was, well, the mid-90s had, like, a lot of those, like, pop groups that were, like, really popular, like NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, you know, the Spice Girls. And Heroes of Might and Magic 2 was around that time. I know, weird connection I made, but this is Throwback Thursday, so I'm here to throw some weird Throwback Thursday facts, if you will. Anyway, let's just dive right into this game. It's a turn-based strategy game. It's a very different style of turn-based strategy, as opposed to, like, if you've watched me play Fire Emblem Three Houses. But anyway, today I'm gonna play the original campaign, and Heroes of Might and Magic 2 did something pretty interesting. I mean, it wasn't really revolutionary then, and it's kind of overplayed now, but I'll let you kind of see it more than me talking about it.
The troubles all began 3 years ago, with the passing of the old king, Lord Ironfist. The king left 2 sons. Roland was good, kindly, and honorable, while Archibald was not so good. Traditionally, the choice of the heir falls to the royal seer, but he died in a tragic boating accident. His successor's luck was no better, with Frederick falling out of a window, Robert slain by a dragon, and Johann dying of food poisoning. Archibald accused Roland of murdering the seers and issued a proclamation against Roland. Fearing for his life, Roland fled the place for his castle in the west. With Roland gone, Archibald was able to influence the new royal seer's decision. The seer chose Archibald, and Archibald crowned himself king the next day. And so the war for succession began. Choose your lord.
Alright, so, you find this a lot in games nowadays, but, and I mean, there was this kind of thing around in older games as well, but there's this whole, like, you get to pick whether you get to play as the good guys or the bad guys, right? And of course, you know, you gotta give points for these voice actors back in, like, the 90s for games where voice acting wasn't, like, a big thing for video games back then. And of course, because, like, the ability to store data in games was a lot more limited compared to stuff now, right? Like, in 1996, they used, like, these things called compact discs or CDs. Yeah, I just sound like super old when I say it like that. But it was pretty tough for them to do a lot of voicing capabilities. So you gotta get points, and this voice actor kind of gives us a general story of this game. So basically, you have Roland, who's probably the rightful heir to Lord Ironfist. Now, of course, this is Heroes of Might and Magic 2, and Iron Fist was supposedly the main conqueror in Heroes of Might and Magic 1. And so this game takes place obviously after that, where you pick one of his sons, and even though in the next game, Heroes of Might and Magic 3, the canonical ending is Roland. So I'm actually gonna play Roland, and for this Throwback Thursday series, I'm only gonna pick one because really the levels are very similar between them. You just get to play as different factions depending on who you pick, and you get a different ending. But since Roland is technically the canonical ending, and also it's the more difficult of the two, I think Archibald's game mode is a lot easier because there's certain exploits you can just really take advantage of that don't exist in Roland's campaign. So we're gonna play Roland. It'll test my skills.
Faithful vassal, I greet your pledge of loyalty with gratitude and relief. As you know, my wicked brother Archibald has seized my father's castle and usurped the throne. Only the lords nearest the castle have been quick to swear allegiance to him, but I fear even distant lords may take the oath in the absence of a viable alternative. I am determined to provide that alternative, even if it means making war on vassals formerly loyal to my father. Therefore, it is with a heavy heart that I must order you to compel the loyalty of the barons nearest my summer palace by force of arms. Since we cannot afford to fail, I have provided you with a sum of gold sufficient to the task. I have also provided you with a magical amulet to help coordinate our war efforts. Wear it always, and we will be in constant communication.
Yeah, because you don't actually see the guy. But anyway, more voice acting for a 90s game. You really gotta give props to him. Anyway, so scenario 1 in Roland's campaign. I might as well just kind of talk about this layout here. So obviously title each scenario, and of course they're represented by these little icons down here. And you have the description of the scenario. You have awards that are accumulated throughout depending on certain choices you make. As you see here, there aren't that many, but these choices will actually have consequences. Your choices matter, and they'll be put in the awards category. And of course, every map gives you a bonus. You get a certain bonus you can bring to you into this map. So the choices are 2,000 gold, a Thunder Mace, and Gauntlets. The Thunder Mace gives you 1 attack, and Gauntlets give you 1 defense. But I'm just going to take the 2,000 gold. Okay, so there are 3 enemy castles to the north. Capture them in the name of Roland, the true king. Alright, so Heroes of Might and Magic 2 kind of has this basic system of how you play the game. You have buildings, and you have heroes. So there are 6 factions, and I'll kind of talk about them more as we play through the game. There's only 4 you need to talk about right now, because I'll run into them. So the first one is the Wizards faction, which is who I am right now. And then as we encounter different factions, I'll kind of point them out. But there are 6 of them in this game. Now, what do I want to bring? Oh, it didn't give me a pen to start. Could pick up more magic. More magic is always good. So, in your town, you are given options to build stuff. So you can build some like town-related things that help you with resources, some defenses, and then unit production. So each faction has 6 units. Some of them can be upgraded, some of them cannot. So as the Wizard faction, you start off with a habitat, which you can recruit halflings. I don't know if I'm going to explain every single detail in this game, because then we'd be here like forever. I'm going to build the Mage Guild. Unfortunately, it didn't give me anything that good, but that's okay. So, once you finish any building phase, you can buy units there, as I already did. And then there's the hero phase. So, right now I have 1 hero, Wilfrey. Now, as a turn-based strategy, you do get to go first. You're usually given the advantage of doing that. So this is Wilfrey, the wizard's screen. And And there are certain things you need to know. So aside from this portrait, you have 4 primary stats: attack, defense, spell power, and knowledge. So your attack skill is a bonus added to each creature's attack skill. It's kind of hard to explain this, but basically, as your attacks... I wish I could move this a bit so you can see it better, but basically, I'll use the defense... No, I'll explain the attack thing. So Wilfrey has 0 attack, so it doesn't really matter right now. But the attack skill, how it works, is a unit has an attack value. And that attack value is in relation to its damage output. And of course when it says damage 1 to 3, that's how much a halfling does. Of course I have 17 halflings, so this is actually a multiplier. So technically my halfling does like 17 to whatever, 51 damage or whatever 17 times 3 is. Then a unit has a certain amount of hit points. Each halfling has 3, so every 3 damage that I take, a halfling dies, thus decreasing your damage. And defenses kind of do like a percentage block, if you will, of damage you take. The defense stat I can't explain as well, because it's a weird percent thing that I don't know the math very well. But when it comes to attack skill, so if I had an additional attack, you kind of have to do like, you know, some math in your head about how if 2 attack skill on a halfling does 1 to 3 damage, then if you have 3 attack skill, or 1 on Wilfrey, it'll change it to 3, and then it changes this number slightly, right? You don't notice it on weaker, well, you don't notice it right away until your attacks goes up quite a bit. But that's kind of the attack and defense stat. Then you have magic stats, so you have spell power, which determines like the amount of turns certain spells last for. For example, I have an ability called Stone Skin, and Stone Skin can increase the defense of some of my units. Since I have 2 spell power, Stone Skin would last for 2 turns, including the turn that I casted it. So that's kind of how spell power works. Then there are offensive spells where each spell power is a multiplier of damage. Finally, we have knowledge stat. Determines how many spell points you have. And so right now I have 20 spell points because 2 knowledge. So every knowledge point gives you 10 spell points. And so since I have 2, I have 20 right now. Then there are certain other attributes you need to pay attention to with your hero. First of all, you have experience. As your hero gains level ups, they increase 1 primary stat every level at, I think it's more or less at random. Well, it's not really random. It's kind of random, but then like every hero type has like a preference. Then there is a bunch of these things here. They're called secondary skills. And they can affect like certain things your hero can do, like in battles and on the map. So right now, a wizard will start with Advanced Wisdom, which allows you to learn high-level spells. But that's not relevant right now because you can never start with that. Anyway, I've been talking for way too long and not actually playing this game. So I'm going to start playing. A good thing I like to do is just buy a second hero so that every hero comes with a couple of units. Okay, it looks pretty safe. And so, I forgot to mention, but like, your hero bar here, they'll have like a little yellow bar and a green bar. The green bar is your mana, because you can use some spells like on the map, like this. So as you use it up, the game will like, yeah, see I use like 1 to look at resources on the map. And of course the yellow meter that you saw is how much I'm allowed to move in a turn. Turns are represented by days, so every level you start on day 1 of week 1 of month 1. I need to check some settings here for a second. Okay, fair enough. Okay, after scouring the area, you fall upon hidden treasure. I'm gonna pick up more mold. We got some goblins to beat them over here. Okay, nothing else over here. Okay, the thing I really want to get as far is Mage Foundry. Oh yes, so the other thing too is that you have a certain amount of resources, and the resources are divided up by gold, which is like the main currency. Then there's lumber or wood. You have mercury, you have ore, which is these gray rocks. Then you have sulfur, the yellow sand, crystal, the pink rhombi things, and gems, the very colorful set of items. Alright, lots of goblins, let's do this thing. Alright, so this is the battle phase of the game, if you will. And so basically your guys are like, you know, one side of the map, enemy guys on the other side. If you're the attacker, you're always on the left. And shoot these guys down. Kills one, yep. Particularly over here. I can't even go over there. Alright, so this is something I want to get right away. So, I forgot to point out with like unit production. So, there are 6 units you can get in your town, and they're kind of tiered, right? You have tier 1 to tier 6. Of course, this is Heroes 2, so balance isn't really a thing in this game. But basically you have tier 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So by building this ivory tower early, you get something, you get the Magi, who are tier 5 units. Of course, Heroes 2 was not the most of balanced games. So pick this up. What day is it today? Day 4? Okay, I got a little bit of time. I was hoping that would be free for me. Anyway, I'm gonna pick up, let's pick up this well. A well gives you +2 to all units. It also lets you check out the unit's growth rate and some basic stats about units. Okay, I'm not strong enough for that right now. I wouldn't be able to fight those halflings without losing a bunch of stuff, so I'm not gonna do it. Okay, I want those gems though. Let's pick these up. I should be able to make it back to my town before the new week. Alright, so I should point out how the time thing kind of works. So when it says month 1, week 1, day 5, so basically once 7 days pass, you enter a new week as, you know, real life. And every time a new week occurs, every town will increase their population. So basically all the production growth will reset. So for example here, it says I get 10 halflings, and it says I get 4 magi every week. So when it's day 1, I will get, you know, plus 10 halflings, 4 magi, and 6 golems. Alright. Let's pick this up. I'm gonna take the experience here because 1500 is pretty good. Not bad. Oh, I should have checked the level. It gave me 1 spell power, which is kind of whatever. Alright, let's go back to the town. It just gives me a couple items, whatever. Ooh, this is good. You catch a leprechaun foolishly sleeping amidst a cluster of magic mushrooms. In exchange for his freedom, he guides you to a small pot filled with precious things. So, there's stuff on the map that you can pick up every week, and you should get in the habit of doing it. So, for example, like, there's the resources that I pick up here and there. You have mines, which gives you daily production. I didn't explain that. So, basically, there are some items that you can, that as each day passes, you accumulate resources. Oh, I can't get that right away. That's too bad. But I kind of like having Magi a bit more. Alright, so you wait here. And there are certain things like the Magic Garden, the Temple, and they provide you various, like, effects. Astrologers proclaim Week of the War Troll. War Troll +5. No one's gonna have that at this point in the game. Alright, let's pick up some Arch Magi. They cost 700 each. I should have enough gold to buy all the units here. I can't buy any golem shit because I don't have enough gold. But it doesn't matter because I have Arch Magi. Whoops. And Arch Magi are really, really good. So let's put about 9 of these guys. Or 7, I guess. Okay, so now with 1 additional week of units, some of them being the very powerful Magi, we can now fight some of these enemies on the map. So that's kind of the basics of Heroes of Might and Magic, and you'll kind of observe how I play this game. This first episode is going to be a bit longer, because, well, I did have to spend a fair amount of time explaining stuff. Oh no, they're going for my Magi. Oh, they killed one. I don't like that. It makes me very upset. Oh, I lost a Magi though. Kinda not good. You pick this up. Alrighty. I kind of wish I picked this up earlier, but it's kind of not easy to do. Just because gold is a little scarce. So right now, you can actually check with this icon, the Kingdom Summary, of your daily income, tracking your heroes. So right now, I get... It'll point out, like... You have to kind of memorize this, but basically the sawmill gives you 2 wood every day. The ore mine gives you 2 ore every day. These other materials like the mercury lab, the sulfur mine, the crystal mine, and the gem mine all give you 1 of each resource respectively. And the gold mine gives you 1,000 additional gold. Another thing to keep in mind is that every castle can give you 1,000 gold. It can give you it can give a little bit more because I also built a structure called the statue. And the statue increases your town's income by 250 gold every day. You guys gotta keep stuff like that in mind. So yes, there's a fair amount of item management in this game. Alright, this time we're gonna shield the Magi, and hopefully I don't lose another one, because I was kind of not happy that I lost my Magi there. Oh yeah. Oh, that's a Throwback Thursday feel right there. That music though, right? Oh yeah! it just makes me feel happy. Okay, so Wilfrey has gained a level up. He gains 1 defense skill. You may learn either basic diplomacy, or you can learn leadership. Now, leadership gives you increase your morale by 1, and diplomacy allows you to buy armies that are weaker than yours for a price. I'm gonna pick up leadership because diplomacy is all right, but it's not like the most amazing skill. Your job is to kind of follow, pick up any items along the way. When day 7 comes, I'm gonna have my other hero kind of ferry stuff over. Alright, so there's lots of halflings here. The halflings, awed by the power of your forces, begin to scatter. Do you wish to pursue? So, what'll happen sometimes is if your unit is a lot stronger than, like, regular enemies on the map, you can let them run away, which means you don't have to fight them, but that also means you lose experience. I'm not that worried about it right now, so I'm just gonna let them go. Day 4, right? So I'm gonna pick this up, and I'm gonna send her back down here to pick up all the new units when the next week comes. I would need a lot of gold for the looks of it. Can't really say much else about that. Alright, day 5. Wilfrey can pick up the experience here. Oh, I didn't give him a level. Lots of skeletons? I can beat lots of skeletons. I'm pretty sure I can beat lots of skeletons. It'd be worrisome if I couldn't. Alright, so when that bird thing showed up over my guy, what happened was, the golden bird thing is like we call it good morale, and basically what good morale does, it allows you to get an additional turn. Because basically, I didn't explain this during the combat. Bad. This is like one of the worst skills in the game, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm still gonna pick it up. Because I don't have much of a choice. Alright, pick up that crystal. But basically in a battle, in a turn during the battle, everyone gets to move before, you know, based on their speed priority. So a unit has a speed stat. It's just like, for example, the Archmage is very fast, the Boars are very fast, and then the Halflings are slow. So I think there's technically 9 speed levels. I don't remember all of them by memory. But, no, I don't like that. I'm gonna pick that up, though. So what day is it today? It's day 6. I guess we'll go back to the town, then. We're just gonna wait. Okay, so, I don't want to build anything right now, because I need to assemble a lot of gold. Oh, what? Still nothing? I'm gonna beat up these guys, because goblins are weak melee units, so I don't care if they fight me. Oh, I didn't move them close enough, that's okay. I'm just gonna move a little bit faster here. Alrighty, I think I'm pretty much ready. Alright, Week of the Rabbit. Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna pick up the gold this time. And then we're gonna start going this way. So, I must just say this now. You have to go through these trolls. There's several of them. It's not that bad. They're pretty weak. Or they're not weak. They're like tier 5 units. So they're like the same as Archmages. But I have enough mages, I think, that this shouldn't be a problem. Crap. As I thought. That's okay. Maybe I should have bought the halflings instead. Alright, we're gonna speed this up a bit. Let's head this way. let's just wipe this guy out of the way. This guy should be strong enough. Because, I mean, Archmagi are amazing. So, I have another unit here called the Rock, which is just a big bird. And the thing about rocks is that they're flyers. Now, this game is kind of like, it favors flyers so much, because, like, I don't know what the heck they were thinking, honestly. Flyers are so powerful. Uh-oh. I say that as I start taking all these hits. I'm gonna use a cure spell. Wipe out this guy. Oh, he's coming. You're no match for me. Let's just keep shooting this guy a little bit more. So flyers in this game can just go anywhere on the map when it's their turn. It's kind of silly. Ooh, lightning ball. I kind of want to pick up that spell because it's kind of good. Oh, that guy's already here. Alright, so what is this guy? He is kind of tough. And he's already here. I don't think he can make it to me quite yet. He's still a little bit far. So I'm just gonna plant my guys here and get ready to fight him. That's not good. Okay, he picked up that temple, which is actually really bad for me. Because what the temple does is it gives you 2 morale bonus, which is actually quite a lot. So I'm kind of worried now that he might be a little bit too strong for me. Let's go check out. Usually the enemy's not this aggressive. This is different, especially not in the first map of the campaign. So anyway, let's just take this guy out, shall we? I should be able to beat him. This army is actually pretty tough. Okay, I just want to really get rid of her. Okay, I can block him. This next one's gonna hurt. Like a lot. Ow. I'm already not in good shape. Ow. I'm gonna lose all my birdies. No! We're already losing. This is actually really bad. Okay. I have to take out this guy now. Okay, that's good. I'll take that good luck. Ow. It took my whole army just to survive this guy. And even then, like, I kind of wish I had some better spells. Halflings. Ah! He's gonna run away now. I couldn't kill him. He's not quickly enough. What's the day? Is it day 4? Let's go check out his other town. So, the guy I just fought was a barbarian. And barbarians are might heroes. Now, I didn't explain this part very well, but among the 6 factions, they're kind of split up into the good guys and the bad guys, as typical, oh, there's a goblin there, I don't want to be there. They're kind of split up to, like, 3 good factions and 3 bad factions. So, the good factions are, there's a group called the Knights, you have the Sorceress, and you have the Wizards. So, following Roland as my king, I am the good guys. So I'm playing with the good faction. I might need these down the line though, so I'm gonna pick it up. Okay, pick up 1 knowledge stat. And I'm just gonna wait. Alright, Week of the Lizard. Just increases my population, so nothing too crazy. Let's pick up all those rocks. Let's pick up a bunch of halflings, because I lost so many. That made me sad. Oh, what? Only 1 boar? Oh, I can't buy all my units? It sucks. Okay, so basically all up here are all the enemy faction guys. And we're gonna leave you alone because no need to pick a fight with you quite yet. There's orange. So I might as well kind of say this now. There are actually 3 enemies on this map. And I think orange is the necromancer, so we're gonna go beat up the necros first. Which is fine by me. Beating up the undead. So, you have the barbarians, which was the first guy I fought. Then, I'm encroaching on, well, what the necromancers here. Ooh, I want this. I really want that. I'm encroaching on the necromancer territory. Picking up this gold mine for sure. Just wait here. Oh. Uh-oh. Fine by me. So, I'm gonna give you this, I'm gonna give you this, I'm gonna give you this, and this, and then you're gonna run for it. Bye. Okay, she's gonna go after her. I'm just gonna use a lightning pole. So let's okay, how much spell power she has? She's 2. Vampire at 30 hit points. I kind of feel like hitting this is more critical. So, and then I'm gonna run away. Bye. No free XP for you. Alright, I'm gonna get rid of you now. I kind of wish I had a slow spell though. Anyway. Yes, yes, of course, the typical disruption raid. I'm sacrificing the birds because it can't be helped, I guess. Okay, I have a plan. I'm not gonna kill these skeletons quite yet. I'm gonna use them to move, and then I'm gonna run away. Okay, this should probably bait. Oh, wait, it didn't bait him. Alright, that's fine. I'm gonna go down here. Oh, they want a piece. Uh-oh. I'm gonna block from my mages. The birds, you served me well. Okay, I want to get rid of these things. The mummies. Okay, he ran away, of course. Picked up Disruption Ray, which is kind of whatever. Let's pick up Scouting. which way I should go. It's day 7 already, so it won't matter anyway. I'm going to rebuy that hero. And we're gonna wait for the next turn. Month of the Grasshopper. So, every time it's a month, a lot can happen during a new month. But I kind of don't feel like explaining it right now. Okay, yeah, whatever. Let's pick up more Magi. I'm gonna pick up these oh, are you serious? One thing that kind of bothers me about old school Heroes of Might and Magic, primarily this game, is that, like, currency is just so hard to come by. Like, getting gold is not easy. I know one of them is in this corner, so we're gonna go beat up whoever's down here first. Pick that up. Pick that up. These guys have a lot of resources, actually. Anyway, just keep moving. Ooh. 2 necromancers. Just kind of chilling out over here. Now they just ran to their town. Hi there. Which kind of sucks, that means I have to fight them in their fortified base. Don't have much choice though. This sucks. I don't know if I can beat this. Okay, he's gonna just fly over and piss me off, isn't he? Maybe I got a little cocky. Maybe I should not have done this. He's gonna fly over and annoy me. Yeah, I can't beat this yet. Yeah, I lost this one. I'm actually gonna scum this a little bit. I know, scumming in the first level, it's kind of bad. But the funny thing is this game actually gives you something called an autosave. Where you can, yeah, just jump back to previous saves. Instead of needing to fight a needless battle like that. So, I'm gonna check out what this guy has. Okay, we need to get out of here. The real question is, she's trying to fight this. Let's see what the AI does. Because I guess I'm not strong enough for that other guy yet. A lot of pikemen. How I feel about that. Alright. Let's take out this guy. It's okay. This is actually what we want. Oh, moved him too close. Ow. Alright, we're just gonna shoot this guy. Hit this guy. I'm gonna hit this guy with the lightning ball. And then wait. Ouch. Oh, what? He still killed one. And I probably don't have enough MP for a more fancy stun. Yeah. Let's see if he runs away. He might run away now. Oh, he didn't run away, okay. Because I kind of want to get rid of the hero. So, a little thing that you need to keep note of is that if an enemy runs away, then they're able to rebuy the hero. But if you kill them outright, like I just did with that guy, it's way more advantageous for you because yeah, I don't want to fight her in here. Come on. Let's see if this works. And now this guy's here. Okay, he's not that strong, so even if he goes for my base can protect itself for a while. Okay, now I can fight their stronger hero without, like, their town helping them. And trust me, that's gonna help so much. Okay, I really don't want this guy, though. I want to get rid of him. I expected that. Okay, I'm gonna block this guy. Ooh, that's really good. Didn't get good morale right there. That was amazing. This is gonna hurt though. Now that I've achieved my blocking goal. I don't think I can kill this guy quick enough. Oh, I can. Disruption Ray did the trick. Okay, so now I can pick up ballistics. So it gives your basic ballistics gives your hero's catapult shot the greater chance to hit and do damage to castle walls. So that is what was happening here when I tried to fight this guy, but it didn't go very well. Was because I didn't handle the castle walls properly. Alright. I could buy this, but it's kind of pointless to do that right now. So this guy's gonna move toward me. He didn't decide to stay in his castle. I don't know why you would not stay in your castle. I'm baffled. Let's just do that. Ah! I hate that so much. It's so annoying. Let's just put a shield. I should have done that at the beginning, actually. Crap. Can't be helped. Stop that. That's the thing I don't like about siege battles. Ooh! Logistics! Logistics increases your hero's movement speed, or movement points, by 10%. You have no idea how good that is. That's just amazing. Oh, hello. He has a full mage guild. He has a full mage guild. What does he have for units? Does he have anything good? Oh, he's got a lot, actually. I kind of want this. Let's buy that. Wow. He's got a lot of good stuff in here. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Alright, you... I don't know what to do with you right now. This first video is going to be like an hour. I suppose it can't be helped though. Okay, first we're going to just bump this guy out of my way though. What? I'm strong enough for that. Okay, Orange is dead, so I don't need to worry about him anymore. I'm incorrect. He's not dead yet. I might not be able to beat this. Never mind. I have a pretty good chance of beating this. I'm just gonna weaken their defenses enough, and then allow my guys just to shoot them down. I know for a Throwback Thursday's first episode, this is a long one, but kinda can't be helped. Oh, okay, he's using it on me too. I see how it is. Alright, it's gonna keep Disruption Ray on this guy. And we're gonna attack this guy from down here. So the zombies don't interfere. But at the same time, the enemy is desperate, so they're gonna do this. Because the fact of the matter is, if the enemy does not reclaim a castle... So, I guess I should explain win and loss conditions in general in this game. Orange player is defeated, yeah, so he's gone forever. Lots of pikemen. You can go back home now. Assuming I make it, because that guy might just straight up attack me and... yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, my cat's bothering me. She's like, pet me. Hello. Anyway. The win and loss conditions. So basically... the win condition is usually take all castles and defeat enemy heroes. Of course there are ways to get around this, so if you like claim every castle... okay, I get it. If you claim every castle, the enemies have like a week basically to try and to claim a castle before you just wipe them out. It's kind of weird like that, but that's just kind of the rules of the game. Who are you? Yeah, I want this. And I'm willing to sacrifice my, my mages for this. But I also picked up the liches because they're really helpful. But now that I picked up that town's like really high level, like Mage Guild, I can use all these high level spells. So my hero had advanced wisdom. Basically what wisdom does is it allows you to use high level spells. So in your town you have something called the Mage Guild. And the Mage Guild can teach you different spells corresponding to a certain level. But because I started with Advanced, I could learn at least level 4 Mage Guild spells. Oh, you got good morale there, I see how it is. Okay, you get attacked by pigs. And that should do the job. Pick up advanced logistics, that would be nice. You got any? Oh, hello! So another thing that just makes this first level so easy is that the AI does really strange things. Like, this guy built up his town, he got all these trolls and didn't buy a single one of them. So, guess what's gonna happen? I'm gonna buy all of them. Got lightning bolt, that's amazing. I'll pick up these guys as well. Anything else in here that's really good? Not particularly. The 70. Do I really want an army just of archers? Yeah, we do. I'm gonna switch the. No, I kind of like. No, I only have 3 of them. Whatever. This is fine. Okay, let's go. Okay, so there's only one guy left because that guy is basically as good as dead. I'm not even worried. Like, if he comes to this town, he won't survive, so. I'm just gonna skip them. So basically, right now, Green is pressured to defeat me because if he doesn't, or let me rephrase that. Green is pressured to take this town. If he doesn't do it within 7 days, all his heroes will just instantly die. It's kind of how the game works. Just because it's just an arbitrary rule that they made. These guys hurt a lot. Like, that was mean. Okay, we're gonna cast Mass Haste so that when the next turn comes around, I'll get my turn first. What? That's not an instant kill. Okay, fine, beat it. And there you go. Those were champions, and champions can be pretty tough, but as you can see, I got them handled. Okay, yeah, whatever. Let's just find this guy's castle, take it over. And, it's gonna be the end, because I'm gonna beat this guy. Could just have some fun and cast this spell, but it's kind of pointless to do that, so I'm not going to do it. Let's just Fire Blast here. Ow, ow, ow. Oh, what? He's not outside yet. So the other annoying thing about castle walls is that castle walls do give you a penalty of your archers, which makes sense. You're shooting over a wall. So that's another reason why, like, you kind of want to pick up ballistics. Hello, Dimension Door. Wow, this game just gave me all the good spells. It's not like I need it though. Was that a Dragon Tower? No, he doesn't have a Dragon Tower. No way, he didn't have a Dragon Tower. Anyway. Okay, so this guy's just running around. What happened to the other guy? Where'd he go? Yeah, this guy's just running around. I don't understand. What? He didn't do anything. No, whatever the case. Yeah, this music is just amazing. It never gets old for me. Well, I forgot to mention that on top of increasing like your turn's priority, pace can also increase the amount of movement. Your speed increases how far you can move on the map. It's kind of crazy. Alright. This guy's just running around. Okay, he's gone. This guy's here. I expect as much. Oh, hi. Alright, so I'm gonna use Dimension Door. One of the most broken spells in the game. It just lets you warp to a different area of the map. Yes, you and your whole army just appear somewhere else on the map. It's great. Okay, you can't really do anything else. So I'm just gonna wait until this guy dies, and this is gonna be the end of this video. So hopefully you guys will... I know this first episode was a lot longer, because I was explaining stuff in the game as well. But Heroes of Might and Magic can be a pretty long game. And so, I hope you guys will enjoy this series with me. I mean, Heroes of Might and Magic 2 is always a nostalgic game for me, so... Anyways, Yellow player heroes have abandoned him, and he is banished from this land. Which is what happens if you don't own a town in 1 week's time. This is like the instant kill. You get a game over. So I claimed all the towns. There was the Barbarian, who was the green flag, the Necromancers, and the Warlocks, which was yellow. Anyway, this is gonna be the end of this video. Hope you guys will join me next week for the next Throwback Thursday episode as I continue through Heroes of Might and Magic 2. You guys have a great day. And God bless you.